Hello everybody. Welcome to the second edition of the International Symposium of Humans at the Center of HRI. It's organized by NAVER LABS Europe. My name is Martin Humenberger. I'm the Scientific Director of NAVER LABS Europe, and I took the liberty of welcoming you here and taking 5 minutes to introduce ourselves so that you know who we are, what we do, and why we think or why we are convinced that HRI is such an important research topic, and why we invite you, all of you here, the community of HRI, to discuss this topic. So NAVER LABS Europe, our parent company is NAVER, and NAVER is South Korea's largest internet company. It's often compared as the Google of South Korea because the main thing NAVER is known for is its search engine. But NAVER is much more. Of course, at the core, we have the search platform, but there are many more businesses and activities that make NAVER a big platform for all Koreans in their daily life, that spans through sectors such as shopping. Shopping is very important. Fintech. NAVER is running a payment service that is called NAVER Pay, which is very big in Korea. There's a lot of contents, especially on entertainment. You might have seen Webtoon or Sebeto in the app stores of your mobile phones. And for us, very important is cloud. Cloud is actually also hosting a lot of the AI research NAVER is doing, and that's what NAVER LABS Europe is all about. So we're talking about NAVER, let's talk about NAVER LABS now. So NAVER LABS is NAVER's research branch, and it's responsible for creating NAVER's future, and in particular, NAVER's future in robotics. And I will show you now a video that is a bit of a summary of the technology highlights we develop at NAVER LABS Europe. Among them, you will see the second and the newest headquarters building of NAVER in Seoul, which is built from the ground as Korea's first robot-friendly building. And that's important because that's a building where a fleet of, let's say, 100 robots execute tasks on a daily basis to serve the people who work in this building, such as delivering coffee or parcels or lunch boxes. You will also see a couple of pictures and videos from the second data center that NAVER just opened a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, which is a very a modern, sustainable data center, also built as a test bed where robots collaborate with humans on their daily work. So let's have a look. So I hope you have seen that NAVER LABS' mission is building NAVER's future in robotics, and that brings us to NAVER LABS Europe. So that's us. We are the European research branch of NAVER LABS, and our mission is we are from the base an AI research center, and our mission is to use AI to advance AI so that not only NAVER's robots, but any robot in the world actually becomes useful in the everyday life. And as you can guess, so we are here based in Grenoble in the French Alps. Later today, you will actually visit our premises just next door during the lunch and the demo and poster sessions. NAVER LABS Europe is composed of about 100 researchers of about 27 different countries. So we have a very international and diverse environment. And we focus our research along 3 lines. So first we have our action research. Here we develop methods and AI that enable robots to actually execute something like real tasks in the real world. We have the vision line, which develops methods and AI models that allow robots to perceive and to understand their environment so that they can actually execute something and be useful in the real world. And finally, very important today, is the interaction line. Here we develop methods that and conduct studies that that help robots to interact and to collaborate with humans. And in all these 3 lines, we have researchers from different competencies, among them computer vision, natural language processing, systemic AI, optimization, machine learning in general, and again for us today, most importantly, human-robot interaction. So that brings me to the end of this short introduction. I hope you have seen and you understand now why HRI is important for us, that we have a lot to discuss when looking on robots and how they interact with people in the real world. And I would like to hand over now to the most important person, the organizer of this second event, Danilo, who will walk you through the program and give you more important information. If you have any questions about NAVER Labs Europe, please feel free to reach out to me or my colleagues during lunch, the pause, or tonight at the dinner with the speakers. And well, that's enough. Welcome again. And Danilo, please.
Thank you, Martin, for this intro of NAVER and NAVER Labs. So, well, again, welcome everyone. We are super happy to have you here, to have so many people from different places here and people connected online. We have, I think, around 20 nationalities of people registering online. So let me talk to you about the symposium, but first I want to give a quick reminder of the first edition. I mean, this is the second time we do this. We did it already 2 years ago. We organized this with INRIA, so we had 2 days of activities, presentations, we had social events, and actually we thought it was a great experience for us and for the audience. So we said, okay, let's do it again, and here we are. So I will move quickly to this edition. So again, this time we have 2 days full of many activities. We have expert presentations, we will have panel discussions, social events, and a poster and demo session. This will take place in 2 venues. One is Coloft, where we are located right now. And then, as Martin mentioned, we will visit NAVER Labs Europe later today for lunch and the demo and poster sessions. And of course, we have an amazing list of speakers. We have 13 expert presentations. They come from all around Europe, even the US and South Korea. They come from industry, from academia, different levels of experience. So I think it will be a very nice mix that probably will make the discussions during the panels and also during every moment you have to interact with them very rich. So thank you everyone for accepting to participate. And then, as I mentioned, we will have a poster session. We accepted 8 posters, so we are very happy to see what the students will be showing to us. And we will take the opportunity to show some of the work we are doing at NAVER Labs Europe with 2 demo sessions. So, about the program. You will find all the details on the website. So if you want to see more information about the times and the specific talks, about the speakers, you can go to the website and take a look. Today we will start with session 1, which is focused on conversational HRI, and will be moderated by Laurent Bessassier. We will then have a lunch break and poster and demo sessions. This will take place in NAVER Labs Europe. And finally, in the afternoon, we will have the session 2 on trustworthiness and explainable AI that will be moderated by Maria Antonieta Grasso. Then tomorrow we will have session 3 on design principles for HRI, moderated by Jisan Park. We will have lunch break here on the top floor, very nice view, and then finish with the fourth session on public spaces and social navigation that will be moderated by Tommaso Colombino and Mattia Racca. Each session is structured the same. We have a series of presentations, we have a coffee break and a panel discussion. All the questions will be kept for the panel discussion, just to keep the conversation alive and give time to the presenters to show all the work they have. So if you have questions, keep them in mind, or you can feel free to write them in the chat on the website, and we will pick them up later during the panel. So as I mentioned, we will go to NAVER LABS Europe. A bus will take us from here to there and back, and I think you can leave your stuff here, right, Irene? If you want, you can leave your stuff here, and it will be waiting for you. And finally, before ending, I want to thank the team that made this event possible. We have a lot of people working to make this happen, from the content to the organization to communication. I'm sure you have interacted with some of them here, and probably with Hasna, who has been organizing the whole trips, all the trips for speakers and poster presenters. So, well, thank you again to the whole team, and if you will see them around during these 2 days, so feel free to interact with them and have a chat. And of course, I have to thank Martin and NAVER LABS Europe for their support in organizing this event. So I think that's all for me. Maybe a couple of practical things. We will be recording the event for communication and also for the streaming. So if you prefer not to be recorded, you can let us know, and we will give you a special badge to make sure we don't record you. And then the other thing, there was something else. Okay, Wi-Fi. If you want to connect to Wi-Fi, there are some signs around that you can, where you will find the password. And with that, I think I will close, and I will give the microphone to Laurent, who will, start with the first session on conversational HRI. Thank you.